Om Raja El Bay Mayat. So look, if you've been putting in the work, if you've been holding yourself together, get used to being seen. And when I mean get used to being seen, kids, adults, and it's not always gonna be fun and positive. It's gonna be pretty annoying of like how much people is gonna be a moth to your light. Because that's what it is. You got your light. Oh my yeah. So it's okay. That means you're reaching your next level. You're at your next level now. Continue to own your frequency. Hold your frequency. Remember, alpha is slow, omega is fast. Omega is light, alpha is earth, 8 hertz earth. Slow, stable, calm. And that's why subconsciously or consciously, people, animals, whatever it may be, is trying to sync up to you to be more stable. And that's one of the symptoms of being a star for real. So if you haven't already, try to own it, try to embrace it, try to be okay with it. But also use your throat chakra and show where your boundaries is. Like just yesterday, I was at a skate park here in town, and I just had these kids that just kept on trying to come around me, but like inviting themselves into my energy. And I'm, friendly and I'm kind and I love kids, of course, for sure. That's our future. But at the same time, I hold everybody responsible to the fact that if you don't know me, you don't know me. And didn't we just go through all this 5 years ago with COVID? 6 feet. 6 feet, give everybody their electromagnetic space. We got about a 6 feet to 9 foot electromagnetic space. That we all have our own energy and vibe, and when we cross that over, we're literally like transferring energy with each other electromagnetically. So that's why your body, biologically, spiritually, can sense when somebody's got a really negative charge on them, because it's doing ionic transfers. So like back in the 70s and 80s, when everybody's like, yo, good vibes, or like, what's your vibe, woo. That's what it was. It was that electromagnetic field. Okay, so when the kids was like real close to me at the skate park or whatever, and was like yelling right behind me. I'm like, yo, why are you yelling in my ear? But everybody else around the skate park was still on that extra nice stuff, like, hey, let me do this for him, let me da. Like, no, these kids know what the heck, they know what they're doing to a degree, and if not, they're gonna know today. Because you can't be in my calm energy trying to do all this yep, trying to get my attention and stuff. That's not how you get it. Because see, I was actually giving a skateboard lesson. It's something that I provide in exchange for a little bit of money or whatever. So like other people and adults too, we're just noticing that our connection that we had, me and my student and I, and was just getting jealous, bro. Like just wanted to be close. Like you see him, but you don't see us. And the more you hone into this frequency, remember, 8 hertz earth is slow, it's calm. You're not answering to all the different distractions and fast things that's happening in the world. You observe, you know they're there, but you're not answering to them. And when you are on that frequency, your attention becomes very valuable. And if someone hasn't evolved enough to understand and respect energy, it's a moth to the light. People are gonna think they're entitled to it. So just as much as it's a blessing that now you're being watched and sought after, hopefully you haven't jumped the gun to the point where you're firm enough to make some space around you. I had a young man I used to mentor some years ago, and I would always tell him that same thing. Don't ever be so close to a grown man. Like when a grown man can put his arms out like this, don't ever be that close to him in his face trying to talk and stuff unless that person invites you in. That's respect. So because you've put the work in and now you're in demand, you got this rhythm and flow going, those are the type of things that you get to just casually enforce. You know what I mean? In a likable way, if possible. Because whatever you did it. You unlocked it, and your energy is in demand now, like a moth to the light. Because like I said, the world moves fast, but Earth moves slow. So when there's somebody of the world that comes by and they notice your calm smoothness, you know, they call it, you know, like unmessable with, or, you know, F-wittable and stuff. Even if this person isn't consciously aware, they want to become your speed. And some will try to do that aggressively. So that's why you must firm up and take care of yourself. You can't just be a conscious individual out here. If you reach that point to your pineal where you can communicate with Jah, amazing. But as the world gets a little bit more unpredictable and people try to match the speed of the world instead of actually calming down to the speed of Earth, you're gonna have zombie type haters out here who can't understand how calm you are, and they're gonna want that. So that's not to like bring about any type of like nervousness or whatever, because it just is what it is. You ground yourself. And if you find yourself in a time of worry, chant the names of God, but not God though, because God is dog. G-O-D, D-O-G. I've only recently been able to get back into really praying, and part of what caused my delay in praying was for about 2 years I was only calling upon God. And it just wasn't the right address. It wasn't the right connection point. And something came up in my personal life recently where I really had to call upon the name of the Most High. And from like, I'm 36 now, so from age 21 to about 25, I was a devout practicing Rastafarian. So it was natural for me to call upon the name of Jah. So with that being said, ground the high vibrations. People are watching you now. Give them something to see. And smile. Just do. Because you're doing it. You're doing what very few can do.